Hi guys. So, um, send my mom some prayers and pray everything goes good. She got that job. Well, I know I didn't tell you what was going on. So, yes, she got that job. She hasn't had any, not gonna wood, seizures. Um, she's driving again, and yeah, things are looking. She's gonna start singing again too. Like, I'm excited for that. um, yeah. So that, and then with me, I've been dealing with a lot of like my physical has been issues, and so since my physical has been being issues, my mental health gets more affected than my norm, and so I did have 2 panic attacks last uh, month, August, and like I said, I'm not perfect. No one is. Just because I teach you guys this stuff or give you this stuff, I'm playing too, like fake it till you make it type of stuff. I do my research and things like that, but like I'm learning as well. Like I just learned some really crazy stuff, which I did post a video on YouTube. It's called Light and Dark if you want to see it. That is moving. um what the Okay, that I'm sorry, that distracted me because if it was the air conditioning causing that to move, wouldn't all of my arts on these canvases be moving? But only that one is. And it's like I could grab my phone and show you, but like I'm in a comfortable position right now, but there's been some weird there's been some weird things going on. Paranormal wise lately. And I don't know. Anyways, so I had this random rash, which I do have dermographism, and I do have atopic dermatitis, and I do have that one hive word where you get random hives and they don't know why. And so, see, now it stopped moving. So if it was the air conditioning, it would it wouldn't just stop like that. Thank you. If you were trying to get my attention, you got it. Good. We're good. I heard you loud and clear. Anyways, so now it's going again. Just gonna ignore it. Let's try to make this video. I know my mood doesn't seem as like woo like it usually is. Yeah. I'm okay. But anyways, like I said, uh, see now it's not moving again. I'm so distracted by it. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to speak right now, and I am struggling to speak. But so yeah, I broke out in this rash, and we thought maybe it was 2 meds that I started. We also thought maybe it was the detergent I use because I use Baby Drek because I'm allergic to Tide, and my dermatologist said that the rash looked like it was something, I don't remember the exact words, but she's like, it's not the meds, it's something, not environmental, but something, I can't think of the word. So anyways, I was on 2 rounds dose of prednisone, which if anyone knows prednisone, I'm used to it, but I did not realize how much it affects you as well. Like I was on it for a very long time, junior year of high school till like I was like 22 or 23 because they didn't know what was wrong with me. And I don't remember it affected me the way it did this round. But anyway, these last 2 rounds. Anyways, I also was put on antibiotics because maybe a little TMI, but I'm open book like that. My implant. So I had female issues since I've gotten it, the menstrual cycle. There you go. Since I've gotten it, and so I've been on birth control since I was like 15 years old because of those issues. And my new gynecologist, she has not met me before being on birth control, so she doesn't know all the issues I have. And so when I got my menstrual cycle, I was all confused and like, wait, what? Why do I have? So I contacted them, and they're like, oh, just keep track of it. If it happens, blah blah, let us know. And so it kept happening every month. I was getting it, and TMI, I have it now. Anyways, so finally they were just like, okay, well maybe your implant is like failing, and your body is like, what's the word? Resisting it. And December is when I'll get a new implant in. But since it's not working at the moment and I'm having all those symptoms I had, and the whole reason they had to put me on birth control. And so, excuse me, I just burped. Same issues. So since I'm having the same issues, I'm like, okay, like I'm having these issues again, like I need a new implant. So finally I'm getting a new implant this month. So they'll be taking this one out, they just, and then they pull it out. Sometimes it's connected to me. Some people are gonna go, ooh. But anyways, I like watching it too, it's pretty cool. But anyways, so I'll be getting a new implant because I've been getting a lot of UTIs and like just the other issues I always have from my period. Like I have unusual bleeding and just, yeah, I have a lot of, like, my mom brought up that maybe I should just get a hysterectomy. And I mean, that is something I've thought of. It runs in the family, getting it young as well. But like spiritually wise, I'm like, I did do a little like research on it, and I don't know if it's something I want to do. Like part of me is like, yes, do it, why not? Then the other part of me is like, I don't know. But spiritual wise, I'm a little nervous that like it's gonna cause some kind of trauma in my next next life, whatever, wherever you go next, like, because since you're like, when you're born, you forget everything, so is it going to cause me some kind of trauma that I have to try to fix in that life, and I don't know, and I know it's going to cause trauma to the body, just with all the other issues and stuff I have, like, I don't know, I mean, it could help with migraines, it could help with hormones, oh my god, gosh, I didn't say it, I said gosh, but back to what I was saying is, so I've been on 2 doses of antibiotics, and that messes with your body. And then, like I said, I was on prednisone, messes with your body, and then getting your period messes with your body, and then being in pain, I already deal with that, so that messes with your body. They lowered my Cymbalta, so now my body's like really, really in pain again. Like I'm like feeling like those pinches and like where I gotta go like this and like the stiff, like I'm really, really feeling it again. Like to the point where like ibuprofen isn't even helping like it usually does. It helps a little bit. But so, yeah, so, and I also started dry needling, and they said that the rash also could have been because I'm allergic to the needles. So my PT, I told her to hold off to buy. She's like, I can order some gold ones, because she said maybe you're allergic to whatever. She said, do you have issues with metals? And I said, yeah, I can only wear rose hills gold, because I'm allergic. Otherwise, like, I break out and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, and so she's like, okay, well, I can order some gold needles. And I was like, well, let's hold off on that and talk to my pain doctor first, and see what she says, because I'm also going to be starting, I don't remember the exact word, but I'm starting a new med that is going to be for pain. Like, this is like, it's not an opiate, but it is like a big serious type of one. So I'm gonna be starting that to help with pain, like the arthritis, the fibromyalgia, and all those, like all of that. And then also they're gonna start doing, so it's like acupuncture, but it's also like dry needling put together. I can't remember the name, but so like the needles are like the acupuncture where they just poke and then pull out. But the part where it's like dry needling is the needles go deeper, and they have like some kind of medicine. So it's gonna be some kind of medicine going into my back to help with that as well. Fingers crossed this all works. What else? What else? What else do I gotta update you on? I think that's it. Oh, and I started Ozempic. That, and then I think that's it. That updated wise. I can't. My brain is so like. Yeah. Oh, and I'm being tested for autism. I don't know if I told you guys that. And more of like when I had the second meeting with the people, I didn't realize how much in my life I actually mask. Even though I'm like authentic and like real and stuff, I mask a lot of things, and I didn't realize I do that. Like there's times when I talk, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it on video, but I'll say something and I'll go like this, and I guess that's me masking, and like just like tons of other things. And I just more and more I'm like, at first I was like, maybe I am like 90%. Now I'm thinking like 100%. And my cousin, like, she's like, I have staffs and doctors that have said that I'm probably on the spectrum. If I am, I definitely think I am like ADHD and autism mixed. They call it like 8 odd or something like that. Because I got like, so when I was younger and I was diagnosed with ADHD, and then when I got older, they're like, it's not ADHD, it's PTSD. And before what happened to me happened, I know I'm probably talked about it before, but before what happened to me happened, I was, anyways, they said that PTSD and autism have a lot of the same, or no. It was actually that autism and PTSD had a lot of overlays. That's what I meant to say. They have a lot of similarities, I guess. Like, yeah. And before what happened, I definitely was a trouble child. Say the least. Like, I got kicked out of daycares, I was a biter, tantrums. and even as I'm older here, I don't bite. I like biting, but I don't bite. I mean, if I'm like really, really like just overboard, I do sometimes, and I'll bite my skin a little bit. But again, I do that where people can't see me because I'm masking. If I'm in public, I'll do that or something sometimes. I play with my mouth a lot. Anyways, I'm totally getting off track. Because my brain is like, I just have too many things I'm thinking about. And I was really excited because the other night, I haven't been able to do this in years. And so I was so excited because the other night I was able to write 4 books in one sitting. The creativity just went, it was just flowing like baby. And they lowered my Cymbalta. And so like, it's just like, but again, that's messing with your hormones. Because if you know anything about Cymbalta, it's a very like, where they have to actually like decrease you off of it, whatever, and so like yeah, and then the next day from that day, I was still feeling like top of the world, I guess you could say. And then the next day from that day, I was coming down a little bit. And then the next day from that day, I was back on top of the world, but I was like extra on top of the world. And then the next day, I was still on top of the world, but a little bit lower. And today, I'm just feeling not like low, but I'm just feeling like I don't even know how to. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling right now. Like I'm not sad. I'm a little stressed and like tired, but like I don't know. Like I want to just be able to relax and watch something. But my mind is getting so like distracted, and then I'm like going, oh wait, I missed that, and then I'm rewinding it, and like you can tell I'm struggling right now even as I'm making this video. So yeah, and then I also wanted to add on, because I know I made a video about this and I called it like Miley's Dreams or something, that I titled it or whatever. I just have to talk about, for the last 3 nights in a row here, been having dreams with Miley again. And the one last night, I don't even, I don't know how we got to the place we were at, right? But like, we showed up at this place and there was this person chatting about something, and Miley said something to me, like and then I said something back, and then she got mad at me for something I said, I don't remember, and I was like, and this is all in the dream, by the way, this isn't real life, but I was all like, and dreams could be an alternate reality, but anyways, I was all like confused in the dream, and I was like, why are you mad at me? Like, what? And she was saying something, and then I said something back, and then she got mad, and she got up and she started like walking away out of the building we were in, and I'm like walking after her, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And she's like angry, like and I was like, okay, a little sad too, because I was just like, what just happened? and she gets in this red little convertible, and Tish was like outside talking to someone, and we had like a quick little like glance at each other, like we both looked at each other and like smiled, but I was still confused of what just happened, so I didn't like say anything to her. She did like a, and then went back to like talking to whoever she was talking. And so then I'm like like I said, like walked past her, and so like as I'm walking on the sidewalk, like I went that way and Miley went this way, and the convertible goes back out like this way, and I'm walking, and so she like pulls out like like angry, like and I'm just was like confused and sad at the same time, but I was like, I'm not gonna let it affect me, like whatever, like yeah. And so because this has happened a few times in the dream is where she yeah. So anyways, then I was randomly in this other, like, it was kind of like a library but not a library, and so I was like in there and I was editing a video, I think, and I was gonna talk about something in the video, and Miley shows up and she looks at me, and then I look at her, but I'm still like, I'm like, okay, whatever, like whatever, and I go back to what I was doing, and she is like diagonal and like goes and stands at like this table over here, and she keeps like going like this, like looking at me, like the side eye type of thing, like I'm watching you, and then she gets up and she like comes around. They weren't like computers, they were like, do you remember when we were little and you'd go to McDonald's and they would have those games that you could play and they would hang from the ceiling and come down? Okay, so it was like something like that. And so like I'm like scrolling through it and stuff, and like clicking things and stuff like that to make like this video about, I don't even remember what it was about. But so she like comes around it and she's like on my side, and I'm like, hi, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm making a video about blah blah. She goes, really? You're making a video? She got mad at me because I was making a video about whatever I was making about, and she's like, oh really, so you're gonna copy me? And I was like, what? And she was mad, and so she like goes back around, she's like, whatever, I don't want to talk to you right now. And I was like, what the and so she goes back over to that spot she was at, right? And I'm just like, okay, and and then she kept doing the, like watching me. And she comes back, she goes, Jess, why are you copying me? Why are you gonna make a video about that? I was gonna make a video about that. You knew that. And I was like, I knew that? What? She goes, you just want to do it because you want attention. I was like, what? I was so confused. And she's like, yeah, you just want to be seen by the paparazzi as journalists and all that. And I was like, huh? How does this have anything to do with that? And I said to her, I'm like, no, Miley, I'm just making a random fun video to post to my channel. It has nothing, I didn't know you weren't doing anything like that. She goes, really? And I'm like, yes. And she goes, oh, okay, I love you, Jess. And I was like, what? I was just so, this is all in the dream, by the way. And I was just so like, huh? And she's like, well, are you done? And I'm like, almost. And she goes, okay, come and hang out with us. And I was like, okay. So then she goes back and walks over there. And she's like, are you done yet? Like yelling across the way. So like, she's over here. And I'm like, she goes, are you done yet? And I'm like, no, just hold on. And she goes, come on, I want to go. Brr. I don't know, you guys. And so anyway, so then finally I finished up and I'm like, okay, I'm done. She goes, all right, let's go. And I was like, okay. So as we're walking out, we get to her red convertible again. This is my first time ever, and I know I've talked about this. I know I've said every time I've had a dream with the Cyrus family, Brandy has never been in one. Brandy was in this one. So we get outside, right? And there was a fourth person, some female. Some reason I'm thinking it was Brandy's friend. What's her name? Is it Katie? Is that her friend, Katie? The one with the brown hair? Or is it Nicole? What was her name? It was her best friend. The brown hair. She's been on the podcast. Anyways, so she's in the back seat, right? And Miley hops in the back, and she lets me sit in the front, and it's the Brandy, and so we're in the red convertible, and we're going like down this like road, and excuse me, and the wind is like blowing our hair, and Brandy starts like driving, you know, and she's turning and talking to me, and in the dream, this is where I became like self-aware, and I was like, whoa, Brandy's in one of my dreams, and she's talking to me. Well, she's still talking to me. And then I don't really know what happened, but I woke up. And when I woke up, I was like, Brandy was in my dream for once. And Miley got mad at me as usual. Anyways, so that was the dream. But I know I've talked about the other dreams where, like, I said, like, it didn't feel like it was Miley. This time, it felt like Miley, like, not just the personality, it was the looks, too. Like, she looked like she does now. Where before, I know I've talked about in the dreams where it didn't look like her anymore, but the energy was her, or it was switched around where it was her, but the energy didn't feel like it was her. But yeah, because like that last dream I had before these last 3 ones with Miley was that weird like animal where she was a horse dressed up as a wolf, and I was yeah, that one. You can go watch the video if you want to. But yeah. So otherwise from there, that's about it. I think I would love if people like had like impartation. I can't think. I don't. You know the word. It's in. But they could explain to me like what these dream metaphors are that I keep having with her, and like I don't know, but it was just so funny. Because when I woke up, I was like, she was mad at me again over something. Like, and then she was fine. And then it was coming to hang out with us, like. Oh, anyways. Thank you. I love you guys. Bye. Just wanted to show you guys. So, air conditioner. And then I got that. My sister made it. Not moving. I made it. Not moving. That's a harder frame, so that won't move. I made it. Not moving. Made it. Not moving. This is harder, so again, it's not going to move. We'll come back to it. This is harder, so again, it's not going to move. But look it. Watch. Oh, sure, now it's not moving. Really? Come on, move. I said move. Move it. Yep, come on, move it more. Go quicker. Come on. Move it. Not moving fast enough. But you guys are seeing this, right? Right? You're seeing this. I'm not like crazy right now, right? Like that's shouldn't be moving, right? And if it is, then shouldn't they, then those other ones should be moving, right? Am I, like, let me know, like, comment, like, am I wrong here? Anyways, love you guys. Bye.